What is going on, everybody? I am your host, Slackerz, bringing you our next matchup in the Ultimate Smash Bros. DLC tournament. So if you're new and you're stumbling across this wondering what this is, going to go over a few rules and how this whole thing works. So basically it's a tournament that me and my community put together of 72 characters that potentially could be in Smash Ultimate through the means of the Fighter Pass and DLC. Now some characters are going to be way more likely than others. But again, this is a tournament all for fun, just to kind of vote for who you'd rather see regardless of their situation. So, I mean, we have first party, we have third party, we have assist trophies, we have spirits, we have anime, we have characters that are disconfirmed by studios. This tournament is for fun. Vote for who it doesn't matter if they're likely, just vote for who you'd rather see as a DLC character. That's how I want you to approach this. Like, if Nintendo came to you and said, all right, between these two characters, who would you rather see? Doesn't matter if they're an assist trophy, a spirit, whatever. Who would you pick? That's how I want you to approach it. So with that out of the way, how do you vote? Simple. Down in the comments, type your answer for the matchup. So you only get one vote, and you vote for one of the two characters in the matchup for the day. So today's match is Spyro the Dragon taking on Black Shadow from the F-Zero series. So you'd either vote Spyro or Black Shadow. Or both. You can vote for both, that is fine, but you only get one vote, so make it count. Otherwise, the rest of the rules, double elimination tournament, meaning characters to lose 2 times before being officially eliminated. You lose once, drop to the loser bracket, you lose from there, you're done. Ever tie in the voting, I will flip a coin on camera, best and fairest way to break the tie. And then each matchup, voting-wise, only stays open 1 week, that way tournament keeps on rolling. We keep getting fresh matches, and yeah, that's how that goes. So, with all that out of the way, we get to get into the results and the match for the day. So, we got to go over the results from last week, which was, I figured it was going to be a blowout. It was Geno taking on Stanley, the Bugman, of all characters from the Mario universe, but Stanley put up a better fight than I anticipated. You know, I was expecting maybe single digits, but did pretty well. Did way better than I thought. Geno ended up still winning, 41 votes to 19. So yeah, Stanley Bugman had 19 votes. So congrats there for Stanley. Not bad. But Geno moves on to the second round, where he will end up taking on Leon Kennedy from the Resident Evil series. But that's still a few weeks away before we get to that match. So with that out of the way, now we drop to the loser bracket. And yes, we're in the loser bracket. So any characters that lose from here, they've already had one loss. So if they lose again, they are up. Eliminated, they are done. So today's match is Spyro the Dragon taking on Black Shadow, like we just said a bit ago. So let's jump into it. First up, Black Shadow. Now, Black Shadow is from the F-Zero series, and F-Zero is somewhat of a, you could kind of say, we'll say the series is lying dormant right now. You know, there's not a lot going on with it, but there are fans that are vocal that would like to see a new a new entry into the series. And plus with the Switch, Nintendo seems to be, kind of listening to what fans kind of want. I mean, that's how we ended up getting Metroid after all. Sure, did have to restart its development, but hey, we still got it. All right, there we go. But yeah, we got it. So if fans are vocal enough, maybe we get a new F-Zero game. And if that happens, maybe Nintendo wants to promote that F-Zero game through the means of Smash Bros. Now, Black Shadow is always a character that kind of has his name thrown around. Might not be the most talked about, but his name still pops up. Most famously, if you bring up Black Shadow and people know who he is, they're going to say, all right, he's going to be a clone of Captain Falcon or a clone of Ganondorf. So he's like a bigger, stronger, more powerful kind of version of Captain Falcon, so a bit slower. So, kind of Falcondorf, kind of give him that sort of moveset. Again, that's if you went just a straight Echo Fighter route. But again, if you went for like a normal, just original sort of moveset, you can come up with your own stuff. I mean, they did it with Captain Falcon. They could do it with Black Shadow, right? So, there's definite potential for the character, but again, it's from a series that right now is not doing anything. So, it's It kind of sucks. I mean, I grew up with F-Zero, and I loved playing the crap out of it. I played the F-Zero game on the Super Nintendo. As one of my favorite games growing up as a kid. Personally, I know it's not going to happen because he's an assist trophy, Samurai Goro. That's who I'd rather see if F-Zero gets a new rep, but that's just me. But back to Black Shadow. So he's a character that people at least know. He does have a spirit. I believe he's a legend spirit in Smash Ultimate, so he's definitely a tough fight for quite a few people. But is definitely is a character that people know. It's first party. Nintendo can promote their own stuff, which is still a decent possibility. But I think a lot of us are expecting the entire Fighter Pass, at least the first Fighter Pass, to be all third party characters. And then if there's a second Fighter Pass, maybe we get first party characters in that. We'll see. Who knows? But it would be kind of cool to see F-Zero gets a little bit more recognition and maybe get that second rep. Because I think F-Zero could be that series that if they get like a second rep, I think they'd be totally good there. I know that people will say, nah, they're totally fine with just Captain Falcon. But I still think there's some untapped potential in the series. And there's quite a few awesome characters from F-Zero that you could put in Smash that I think would fit right in. That would fit right in. So, yeah, overall, do I think there's going to be an Echo Fighter or first party for the Fighter Pass? I don't think so. So I don't think his chances are that great, to be honest. But still kind of a character I would love to see. So, yeah, let's move on to his opponent. Probably way more likely between these two characters, Spyro the Dragon. Now, Spyro is a gaming legend. He's an icon in itself. He's been around since, the 90s or something like that? So he's been around for a couple decades now. This little purple dragon dude kind of grew up with, or on, PlayStation platforms. So he's kind of that PlayStation exclusive character for a long time. It was kind of like him and Crash were like, 1A, 1B, I guess maybe 1 and 2 A and B characters for Sony. They were kind of the mascots. I remember going over to a buddy's house growing up. He had specifically PlayStation. I was Nintendo. And, he was playing games like Crash, Spyro, Tomb Raider, Dragon Quest. I mean, he's playing like pretty much games that were only on, or games that are only on PlayStation. So, personally, I didn't get to play Spyro when I was growing up. I kind of missed out on that, but I still would love the character to be in Smash, I'll be honest. So, potential-wise, yeah, he's got the name attached to him, and if Nintendo is indeed going the third-party route for the Fighter Pass this time around, Spyro's got to be in contention, but, he's not just fighting with other third parties overall. He's fighting, I think we got to specifically, we'll focus in on, was it Ubisoft? Yeah, Ubisoft's the one that makes it, right? I'm drawing a blank. But he would be fighting with Crash Bandicoot, and I think way more people would rather see Crash get in over Spyro. I think Crash just has a bigger name. He's a character that people just like a bit more than Spyro. Nothing against Spyro, that's kind of, what I get from when you talk about Crash or Spyro being in Smash. If only one of them got in, I always see more people go for Crash. So Spyro's kind of fighting a little bit of an uphill battle with that. But so Spyro, I think there's always that rumor that the Reignited trilogy is going to come out on the Switch. The rumor's kind of been it's going to be coming out this summer. We'll end up seeing E3's less than a month away. Maybe it gets announced there for a port on the Switch, and I think it would be a pretty awesome spot for it on the Switch. Plus, just to kind of think of Spyro and Smash Bros. Get to, lock horns and do battle with all sorts of these, gaming legends with Mario and Link and Pikachu. Not to mention third party like Mega Man or Snake or Cloud or somebody like that. That would be so cool just to see them, interact on screen. Well, interact somewhat, not like dialogue wise, but it would be so cool to see. I would love to have this character finally get into Smash Bros. I mean, if it came down between him and Crash, I'd much rather see Crash. But for this matchup, pretty simple. My vote's gonna go for Spyro. I was still kind of surprised that he lost in the first round. Who did he lose to? Let me go check that out real quick. Let me go find. I don't remember who he lost to. Did he have one of the playing games? He must have had one of those. Or not? No. Who did Spyro lose to? Hold up, I'm going to find this. This is bugging me. Who did Spyro lose to? Okay, you're on here somewhere. You have to be. He's got to be here somewhere. He lost to Dixie Kong. Okay, maybe I'm not totally surprised. So, Spyro's in the loser bracket, in just a second game. So, I mean, if he loses again, he's done. So, you want to vote for Spyro, you better get votes in this week. So, yeah. Otherwise, that's going to pretty much be it for this one. So, let me know who you guys got, of course, down in the comments. You're going to go Spyro like I did, or you're going to go with Black Shadow, who I'd still think would make a pretty nice character. Both of them would, but yeah, so that's it for this one. So, sneak peek for tomorrow's matchup. We have Shadow from the Sonic series taking on Goku, which should be interesting as well. See if there's any Goku supporters. But yeah, that's the matchup. And then the results for tomorrow looks like we will have game 40. We will end up seeing the winner of Ashley and Captain Syrup. So somebody from the Wario series is moving on, and one of them's losing. So that'll be interesting to see what happens with that one. But that is it for this one. I have a second video coming out today, more amiibo stuff, but it's not an amiibo tournament. It's something little different take that I have on it. So if you're interested in amiibo stuff, check out the channel around, I don't know, like 4 or 5 hours after this video gets uploaded. So yeah, anyway, that's it for this one. I hope you guys enjoyed. Look forward to the voting as always, and hopefully we catch you guys on the next one. Peace out, everybody.